God says this is an urgent message only for you. It is meant just for your heart and your situation right now. God wants you to know that He is speaking directly to you through these words. He is warning you about a person in your life whose name starts with the letter R. This is not to scare you or make you feel bad. It is to help you get ready and protect yourself. Open this message within 10 seconds if you can, because you might not believe what is coming next. The name of this person is already something you feel deep inside your heart. God says to open this on December 25th before 11:47 p.m. He is always with you, even when things feel hard. He sees things that you cannot see yet. He knows things that you do not know. God is not here to frighten you at all. Instead, He is here to prepare you for what is ahead. He is not here to make you feel ashamed about anything. He is here to lift you up and make you feel stronger. He is not here to confuse you with mixed messages. He is here to clear your path so you can walk forward without stumbling. God will be with you every step of the way. You can rest assured that nothing will go wrong with you as long as you stay close to Him. You are safe in His care. All you have to do is trust God and pray to Him regularly. God says, listen closely, precious soul. There's a person circling around your life right now. This person has an initial that starts with R. It could be their face you see in your mind, or their voice you hear in your thoughts, or even a story connected to them that has been hanging around your heart for a while. You might have tried to push away the uneasy feeling that comes up when you think about them. You might have tried to explain why you feel heavy inside whenever their name pops into your head. But God has been talking to you through that quiet unrest you feel deep down. He is not bringing this up to cause panic in your life. He is exposing it to protect your peace and keep you calm. God sees how just one name can pull on the strings of your heart like that. He sees how one voice from this person can either make you feel calm for a moment or shake you up inside. The name beginning with R represents a crossroads for you. It is not just about this one person. It is about a choice you have to make, a pattern that keeps repeating in your life, and a test that is coming up again so that this time you can handle it differently. You can walk in the wisdom that God is pouring into you right now. God says you have been asking Him questions like, what is wrong with me? Why do I keep ending up in the same kind of situations over and over? You wonder why you feel so drained when you should be feeling loved and full of energy. You ask why you feel so small and invisible when you should feel seen and valued by the people around you. You might have thought the problem was all about you and your own flaws. But God is showing you that the problem is not your worth at all. You are worthy just as you are. The issue is the way you have allowed some people to treat your worth in the past. This person with the initial R has become a symbol of how you have put up with less than what God designed for you. This could be someone who smiles at you when you are face to face, but secretly feels resentful about your growth and success. It might be a person who says soft and kind words to you, but carries harsh thoughts in their mind. Or it could be someone whose presence feels like a mixed signal all the time. Sometimes they are warm and friendly. Sometimes they are cold and distant, leaving you confused about where you really stand with them. Hear this clearly. Confusion is not where you are meant to live. God does not lead you through confusion. He leads you through clarity, strong conviction, and a deep sense of peace. God says you will not be harmed as you walk with Him. You will not be ruined by the plans of those who cannot handle the light that God is placing inside you. He is your shield, your covering, and your safe place. You have survived tough seasons that could have broken you completely. You have walked through long nights where your pillow soaked up your tears, and your room heard your whispered prayers when no one else was listening. You have gotten up again and again, even when your heart felt so tired and your hopes seemed very thin. Do you really think God brought you this far just to leave you exposed and vulnerable now? No, that is not His way. He is tightening the circle around you, making sure only the right people are close. He is closing doors that lead to unrest and worry. He is opening paths that lead to real peace and joy. God is showing you these things not to make you afraid, but to help you see where you must choose wisdom over your old habits. There is a reason you are reading this before December 25th. There is a reason the time 11:47 p.m. feels like a countdown in your spirit. It is not about superstition or magic. It is about setting an intention in your heart. God is giving you a window of time to respond, not with panic running through your mind, but with prayer coming from your heart. Not with fear gripping you, but with focus on what matters. He wants you to come to Him before that date and speak openly about everything. Tell Him all that comes to your heart when you think of this person with the initial R. Tell Him about the first moment you felt uneasy around them. Tell Him about the first time you felt overlooked, disrespected, minimized, or misunderstood by them. Tell Him about the promises they made that were then forgotten like they never happened. Tell Him about the words they spoke over you that made you question your own value. Lay it all at His feet, just like that. In this time, God is not only warning you, He is healing you from the inside out. God says you have felt like you were the one always chasing after others to make them understand you, to validate your feelings, to stay with you no matter what. You have over-explained your heart to people who were never really listening with the intention to love you well. The person with the initial R in your life represents relationships where you give too much while others give too little. It stands for seasons where you made excuses for someone's bad behavior because you were afraid to lose even the little bit they were offering you. But God is telling you now that what you lose in human approval, you will gain in divine favor from Him. What you release in unhealthy connections, you will recover in inner peace that lasts. What you walk away from in obedience to Him, God will replace with something that truly honors you and your worth. He is removing the illusion that you need to cling to anyone who does not align with the future He is building for you. God says the initial R may stand for the real person you are thinking of right now, but it also stands for something deeper, like resentments you have been holding onto, regrets you keep replaying in your mind, relationships you are afraid to redefine, or roles you have accepted that were never yours to carry in the first place. God is calling you out of the role of being everyone's savior. That is His place, not yours. You have tried to fix someone's brokenness by sacrificing your own joy. You have tried to heal someone's wounds while ignoring your own pain. You have tried to carry someone who refused to walk in their own healing journey. This is why God is speaking urgently to you today. Not so that you panic about who this R is, but so that you wake up to how much you deserve peace, honor, and genuine love in your life. God says, on December 25th, before 11:47 p.m., I want you to pause and sit with me. Set aside the noise of the world, silence the constant scrolling on your phone, and turn off the endless distractions around you. Take a few deep breaths and speak His name. Say, God, I am here. I am listening. When you do that, He will draw close to you. You may not hear a loud voice booming from the sky, but you will feel a quiet shift inside your spirit. Thoughts will come to you with clarity like never before. The fog in your mind will start to lift away. You will see patterns you ignored in the past. You will say to yourself, I cannot keep giving away my peace just to prove I am worthy of staying in someone's life. In that moment of honest surrender, God will strengthen your spine so you stand tall, soften your heart so you stay kind, and sharpen your discernment so you see things clearly. You will know which conversations need to be had with others and which ones you must no longer entertain at all. You will know what boundaries must be set to protect yourself and what doors must be quietly closed without drama. God says you have been afraid that setting boundaries means you are being unkind, unloving, or selfish. But He created you with worth and limits for a good reason. Boundaries are not about rejecting people. They are about protecting what God has placed inside you, your heart, your spirit, your peace. The love he has for you is not weak or easily manipulated. And he does not want you to settle for a version of love that makes you feel like you are constantly walking on eggshells, always careful not to upset someone. If a name starting with R constantly brings anxiety, unrest, or confusion into your life, pay attention to that. That disturbance is not random or just in your head. It is a whisper from God telling you that something is misaligned and needs to be addressed. When God is the center of a relationship, there may be challenges along the way, but there will also be good fruit like respect, honesty, growth, and a peace that cannot be faked. God says you are not obligated to remain available to anyone who consistently dismisses your spirit. You are not required to keep your heart open to those who only knock on your door when they need something from you. You have mistaken one-sided loyalty for real love in the past. But God is teaching you the difference now. Love does not demand that you shrink yourself to make others comfortable. Love does not require you to silence your own needs so that others will not leave you. Love does not gaslight your pain or dismiss your truth as if it does not matter. Love reflects God's heart. It is patient, kind, truthful, protective, trustworthy, and rooted in honor. Where this kind of love is absent, God is calling you to step back and let Him redirect your path. Trust Him, even when stepping back feels like letting go of something familiar. Familiar does not always mean safe for you, and comfort does not always mean it is aligned with God's will for your life. God says, "You worry that if you listen to me and distance yourself from certain people, you will end up alone." But He calls you out of the wrong company so that He can lead you toward the right community. You will not walk alone forever. God is preparing people who will stand beside you, uplift you, and celebrate you without jealousy. Some of the emptiness you feel right now is not a punishment from Him. It is preparation for better things. He had to clear space in your life. He had to allow certain connections to fade away so that your hands would be free for what He is bringing next. Yes, the initial R may represent someone who cannot go with you into your next chapter. That is not a curse on them or on you. It is a sign of how carefully God is curating your path, your peace, and your purpose. He is guarding what you are becoming. God says you have believed the lie that love must always hurt, that loyalty must always come with a cost that breaks your heart, that trust must always be met with betrayal. Today, He is shattering that lie for good. The warnings He gives you about people are not meant to convince you that everyone is out to hurt you. They are meant to show you the difference between those who are called to stay in your life and those who are only meant to be there for a chapter or a lesson. Stop clinging to temporary characters as if they are the final authors of your story. God is the author. He knows every twist, every page, every scene in your life. When He writes someone out of your main storyline, it is because their role has been fulfilled. Your story does not end in heartbreak. Your story bends toward healing, toward wholeness. God says, "I have seen the late-night tears you have cried." He has seen you look up to the ceiling and say, "God, why does this keep happening to me? Why do I keep loving people who don't know how to love me back?" He heard you when you said, "Maybe I am too much. Maybe I expect too much from others." Hear Him clearly now. You are not too much. You are exactly as He crafted you to be. Your tenderness is not a flaw. It is a reflection of His heart. Your empathy is not a weakness. It is proof that your spirit is still open, still willing to love despite what you have endured. The issue is not who you are. It is who you have allowed yourself to trust in the past. That is why God is warning you about the initial R. Not to attack a person's character, but to protect your soul from repeating cycles that leave you drained, confused, and questioning your worth. Between now and December 25th, you will have moments where you think of this R and feel uncertainty rise up. When that happens, do not spiral into worry. Instead, pause and say, "God, I invite you into this. Show me what I need to see. Protect me from what I cannot see. Redirect me if I am walking toward trouble. Reveal the true intentions behind the smiles and words. When you pray like this, you are not putting your trust in a message on a screen. You are putting your trust in God Himself. He is your source, your guide, your protector. Use this message as a nudge to draw closer to Him, to listen more carefully to His voice, to weigh every relationship, every decision, every invitation against the peace He places inside your spirit. God says, do not allow fear to rule your heart. He has not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. A sound mind does not rush into connections without discernment. A sound mind does not let flattery override wisdom. A sound mind does not ignore red flags because it is desperate not to be lonely. He is rebuilding your mind with truth. You will begin to say, if something feels off, I will pause and pray. If something feels heavy, I will lay it at God's feet. If someone's presence repeatedly steals my peace, I will listen to that warning and adjust my distance. This is what spiritual maturity looks like. Not paranoia, but discernment. Not judgment, but boundaries. Not hardness, but holy wisdom. God says, if you are reading this, it is not an accident. He knows how many distractions fight for your attention every day. He knows how easy it would have been to scroll past these words without stopping. He knows how much noise surrounds you from morning to night. Yet here you are, still reading. Why? Because your spirit recognized His voice between the lines. Because part of you has been waiting for confirmation that you are not crazy. That the unease you feel around certain people is not just in your head. God is confirming it now. Your spirit has been picking up what your mind has tried to rationalize away. Trust the signals He places for you. Trust the discomfort that rises when something is not aligned. Trust the peace that floods you when you are walking in the right direction. The name starting with may be a friend, a relative, a co-worker, a person from your past, or even someone in your present environment. Do not go on a witch hunt trying to figure it out obsessively. Do not obsess over guessing who it is. Instead, let this be an invitation to examine how you feel around every person with that initial and even beyond it. Ask yourself simple questions. Do I feel safe around them? Do I feel respected? Do I feel heard? Do I feel valued? Are my boundaries honored or constantly tested? These questions are not meant to divide you from people. They are meant to align you with the relationships that reflect God's heart for you. Where the answers are consistently no, there's your sign to step back, to recalibrate, to let Him protect you without drama, without revenge, without bitterness. God says, if you choose to ignore my nudge, I will not stop loving you. I will not abandon you. He will still be your refuge when things feel heavy. But He is giving you this message now, so you do not have to learn the hard way. He is offering you a softer path. He is showing you the red light before you drive into an intersection that will cause confusion in your spirit. Your obedience will not make you miss out on anything good. Your obedience will make you available for what He really has for you. When you release what is not meant for you, your hands are free to receive what is. This is your time to choose. Don't wait until the last minute of December 25th to process this. Start now. Every time you remember this date, let it remind you to pray. Let it remind you to check your heart. Is there someone you need to forgive? Is there a conversation you need to have in honesty? Is there a distance you need to create for your own peace? Is there a pattern you need to break so you do not keep attracting the same hurt in different bodies and faces? God is with you in these questions. He is not standing over you with condemnation. He is sitting beside you with compassion, guiding you through every answer. You are stepping into a season of clearer vision. The veil is lifting. Masks are falling. The truth about certain connections will be revealed not to embarrass anyone, but to liberate you. There will be moments when you suddenly see someone's true colors. And it will hurt at first, but in that very moment, remember this word. Revelation is protection. Truth is not your enemy. Truth is the doorway to your next level. When God changes your view of someone, it is because He is changing the role they are allowed to play in your story. Let Him rearrange the cast of characters around you. Let Him decide who has front-row access to your heart and who must love you from a distance. Your future does not belong to the ones who underestimated you. Your destiny is not held by those who tried to manipulate your emotions. Your breakthroughs are not controlled by those who counted you out. God holds your future. He holds your destiny. He holds your breakthrough. That is why you can afford to release anyone He shows you is no longer aligned with where He is taking you. You are not losing your life by letting go. You are gaining it. You are not stepping into emptiness. You are stepping into alignment with His will, His timing, and His protection. God says, I know you still crave love, connection, stability, and understanding. He placed those desires inside you Himself. He is not asking you to shut down your heart. He is asking you to place your heart in His hands. Let Him teach you how to love without losing yourself. Let Him teach you how to care without carrying what was never meant for you. Let Him teach you how to be kind without allowing yourself to be consistently hurt. Let Him show you that love can be both soft and strong, open and wise, giving and guarded by boundaries. When you feel the urge to run back to this are because you are lonely, pause. When you feel the temptation to accept less because you are tired of waiting, pause. When you feel the pull to ignore red flags because you miss familiar voices, pause. In that pause, call on God. Ask Him to fill the space that loneliness tries to occupy. Ask Him to remind you how far you have come. Ask Him to show you a glimpse of the joy, peace, and genuine connection He is preparing for you. He will answer. He will comfort. He will reassure. He will wrap you in a peace that reminds you. You do not have to go backwards to feel loved. God says, I am not just warning you about a person. I am inviting you into a new version of yourself. A version of you who knows their worth so deeply that they are no longer impressed by shallow attention. A version of you who knows their calling so strongly that they will not let anyone derail their purpose with emotional games. A version of you who knows their source so securely that they no longer chase love in dry places. You are becoming that person. Trust the process. As you read these words, let them sink past your mind into your spirit. Let peace begin to stretch its wings inside you. Yes, this message sounds urgent because your healing is urgent, your clarity is urgent, your peace is urgent. But do not confuse urgency with fear. God is not shouting at you. He is calling you firmly, lovingly, clearly. Stand up in who He created you to be. Take the person, the pattern, the regret, the resentment, and place it in His hands. Say, God, I surrender this. Guide me, protect me, and lead me into relationships that honor you and honor the person you are shaping me to be.